Now listen. We have been looking at storage capacity, various levels of storage. We started with the simplest unit, which is called bit. Bit is binary digit. Bit stands for binary digit. Okay. Bit, 4 bits combined together form nibble. 4 bits combined together form a nibble. 8 bits byte. Then 1024 bytes, 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobytes, megabyte. 1024 megabytes, gigabyte. 1024 gigabytes, terabyte. 1024 terabytes, petabyte. 1024 petabytes, exabyte. Whereas we are now in the era of terabytes. We are not exceeding terabytes. Maybe during our lifetime, we will not see petabyte or exabyte. Maybe our later generations will look at petabyte and exabyte. Okay, we will recite the storage capacities together. First one, bit, nibble, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte. Okay, bit, nibble, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte. Once more, I want you to recite bit, nibble, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte. Okay, done. 3 counts completed. Okay, you have to remember all these storage capacities well. Okay, nowadays we have storage devices. The first one, CD is no longer used. Although CD was in use, it's no longer used. 700 MB is the normal storage capacity for a CD. Compact disc can store up to 700 megabytes. CD can store up to 700 megabytes. DVD can store up to 4.7 gigabyte. 4.7 is a small number, whereas gigabyte is a larger number. 1024 megabytes constitute 1 gigabyte. Therefore, 4.7 gigabytes, at least around 7 times the storage capacity of a CD. Okay, DVD full form. Anyone knows the full form for DVD? Digital versatile disk. It's not video disk. Digital versatile disk. Okay, then SD, secure digital card, or mini SD card, micro SD card. All these have storage capacities in the range of 2 GB is no longer used. We start with 8 GB at the minimum, 8 GB or 16 GB, and it goes up to 512 gigabytes, not 1 terabyte, 512 GB, up to 512 GB. Then pen drive also has the same capacity because memory card and pen drive use the same technology. They use the same technology, but they are differently provided for our usage. Mini SD card and pen drive have the same types of gate within, whereas they are used for different purposes. Okay. Then hard disk. Hard disk can store up to 250 GB to 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte. All those capacities are possible in hard disk. Then there is one more device which is not listed here. It's called SSD. It's called SSD, solid state disk. The sixth one is SSD. SSD. SSD stands for solid state disk. SSD. Solid state disk. It's similar to hard disk. SSD is similar to hard disk, but there is no moving component within an SSD. Okay. It has storage capacity in the range of 250 GB to 2 terabyte. 2 terabyte. 250 GB to 2 terabyte. Okay. SSD, what is the full form? Solid state disk. It means there is no moving component inside. There is no motor, there is no plate, there is no reading head, no movement inside. It's a solid state device. It consumes low energy and processes the data very fast. It stores and retrieves data faster than hard disk. SSD, secure sorry, solid state test. Solid state test. Okay, ma. Now we move on to SMPS. Are the devices. Then switch mode power supply. What is the full form for SMPS? Switch mode power supply. Once more, switch mode power supply. It takes 230 volts from the line in. In India, it takes 230 volts as the line in voltage and then reduces it to various levels. Some of the connections have 5 volts, 4.5 volts or 5 volts. Some of the connections have 12 volts. Some of the connections, it reduces the voltage and offers required levels of current and voltage to devices. SATA power, PATA power, primary power supply, secondary power supply, all those are obtained from SMPS. Okay, it takes the main power, it converts it into several formats for each one. Okay. It's similar to your mother. When she cooks something, you would say, I like idli. Your brother may say, I like dosa. If somebody else may say, I want chapati. Something. For each one, she provides differently, similar to your mom. This SMPS also takes the same power input but converts it to several voltages for different devices. Okay, switch mode power supply. You know how to connect main power, secondary power, SATA power, and PATA power. You know how to connect all those things. Okay, with this we close our theory class. We will resume with CPU ports, internal ports of CPU. These these ports have already been enumerated. These ports have already been enumerated. We will start with the back panel ports of CPU, PS2, USB, Ethernet port, LPD1 or parallel port, VGA port, RS232. And there is a game. This yellow color port is called the game. Then HDMI, audio jack, 3.5 audio jack. All those things are available. We will take this up in the next class. Bye bye. You may go, you may start the practical.